Speaker, as the G7 gets underway, the Prime Minister remains the only leader of a G7 or G20 economy that's in recession. Now, the Prime Minister should travel, but Canadians expect results for that. Now, when he was back home in Ireland this weekend, investment was actually leaving Canada, because on Saturday, OpenText, Waterloo-based AI company, announced a $140 million investment in Ireland. That's 400 new jobs for Ireland. Ireland has lower taxes, less regulation, and a better business environment. So why did this investment not get made in Canada?
The Honourable Secretary of State for Financial Institutions.
Mr. Speaker, you can't understand the economy if you've never worked a day in it like that Conservative leader. Maybe he should actually listen to actual economists in Canada, like BMO's chief economist that said adding 88,000 jobs should silence the critics. What about RBC's Francis Donald that said that it's a wrong diagnosis, neither accurate or helpful? C.D. Howe panned his thoughts on the economy. Mr. Speaker, I could go on and on. On this side of the House, we're going to build Canada strong. He can continue with empty parking lot press conferences, props, and slogans. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for York-Durham.
This government's props and slogans are cold comfort to the young generation of next Canadians who are feeling their failures most acutely. The United Way's report last week confirmed that. Food insecurity concerns highest among young Canadians. Income declines most acute among young Canadians. Fully 91% of the next generation feel personal financial anxiety. Add on top of that the highest unemployment rate in 35 years. So when will this government stop selling out the next generation?
Hear, hear.
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Industry.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There are some very promising signs in the Canadian economy, especially in Ontario and especially for youth.
Hear, hear.
The Ontario unemployment rate is now the lowest in 2.5 years. The Toronto unemployment rate is the lowest since November 2023. Full-time jobs are up 154,000, 99,000 of which were youth. There are some very promising signs of this economy, and we have investment both going to Canada and in...
Vernon has changed seats. I can hear him in a different spot now. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary may continue. Pardon?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We have very promising results with incoming investment, the highest investment in over 18 years in foreign direct investment into Canada. And it's very good to have very strong Canadian companies that are both exporting their products and finding trading opportunities elsewhere. So I think we should celebrate and talk up these strong Canadian technology companies instead of running them down. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Richmond Hill South.
The Liberal Prime Minister is the only G7 leader and the only G20 leader who has delivered a recession in his own country. A United Way survey found 60% of Canadians are anxious about their finances. 38% face food insecurity and 40% are losing sleep over how to stretch their paycheck. Meanwhile, this Liberal Prime Minister's luxury in-flight catering bill has reached nearly $1 million over 14 trips, including $175,000 for food on a single trip, enough to feed a family for 55 years. Will this Prime Minister reverse his costly Liberal policies that put Canada into a recession so Canadians can afford to live again?
The Honourable Minister for Artificial Intelligence and Digital Innovation.
Mr. Speaker, instead of tearing down this country, which they do, or counting airline miles, they should help build it up. The May jobs report showed that Canada created 88,000 new net jobs. Do they mention that? No. Our trade surplus is up 55%. Do they mention it? No. Are at a record high. Do they mention it? No. When they have a food and groceries essentials to help Canadians, do they vote for it? No. Why don't they get on board and help build up Canada?
The Honourable Member for Richmond Hill South.
Conservatives aren't tearing down Canadians. It's Liberals who are keeping down Canadians. Those Liberal talking points will not help the full-time workers living in RVs and trailers because they cannot afford homes, or the families spending 120% of their income on food and rent alone, or the 22% of Canadians who have personally experienced poverty, or the 1 in 5 food insecure households. Every dollar wasted on Liberal luxury is a dollar not used to lower taxes, build homes, improve safety, or help Canadians make ends meet. Will this Liberal Prime Minister end the waste, cut the bureaucracy, and reverse the Liberal policies that caused this recession?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, when we propose programs like dental care or the groceries and essentials benefit, anything that could help vulnerable Canadians, these Conservatives are against. When